What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome again to Ryan's Opinion. Don't matter. How y'all doing? God bless y'all. Hopefully all is well. Just another one of those days that just things just swirling around in this head of mine. Sometimes you get up every morning and you go on about life and you go on about this, but one thing I can say is this: life is beautiful when you learn to appreciate it. It is. Life is beautiful when you learn to appreciate it. Sometimes you gotta slow down. You just gotta slow down. You gotta look at all this what's going on and you gotta slow down and reevaluate. I'm not going nowhere with this. I'm not trying to point out nothing about this, nothing about that. I'm just saying, sometimes in life, with all the chaos that's going on, sometimes you just gotta slow down, reevaluate, and just look at your life as a whole and say, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you that I'm healthy. Thank you that I have a relationship with you. Thank you that I got to watch that sunrise this morning. And I say that to say this. Early morning I get up and I drive. I'm driving, whatever, and I'm looking at the sun. Of course, you get sun glare or whatever, but I'm just looking at the sun. And I'm looking at, you know, a little image of the cloud kind of cutting through the sun, blocking it a little bit or whatever. And it was just so beautiful to watch. And I'm taking my time driving. And I drive this route every day. But I just decided, there's once in a while, I ain't gonna say I just decided, but once in a while I just kind of look and you just gotta appreciate the beauty of what you see. And it was just one of those moments. I just slowed down and watched as I was driving. Of course, paying attention to the road, and it was beautiful. It was very beautiful. And I do that a lot of times, especially in the fall time and riding on, especially on the highway, in the fall, you see all the trees and the colors that they turn and stuff. And I think sometimes we forget how beautiful life really is. We're so busy being distracted by all that's going on that sometimes you gotta just pull yourself out, slow it down, and appreciate the beautiful life that you had. I didn't say perfect, I said beautiful. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to go into the whole, this, that. I'm just saying that sometimes in life, you gotta slow it down, appreciate the scenery, and be thankful to God that you experienced it. There was nothing special that happened. I just watched the sun, looked at the cloud cutting through with the slight shade going on, and the brightness, and the colors, the yellows, the oranges, and so forth. And I just looked and appreciated the beauty that God made right before my eyes. And that's my point. Sometimes you just gotta slow down and appreciate life and how things are. And it doesn't matter if the car broke down. Don't matter if you can't afford this and you can't afford that. You're still here. You still got a shot. Still opportunity for you to get or go after whatever it is that you dream, ambition, whatever. But you got to thank God and appreciate the moments. And sometimes when you slow down and you just kind of let it go and reevaluate, you start performing better. Like, you start to refocus and actually start accomplishing some of the things that you had in your heart and your mind, your desire to do. And I have to say, God has been good. I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I really am extremely grateful to God. There's nothing special that happened, like no crazy stuff or no wild stories or miracles or whatever the case may be. I'm just had a one of those moments. I do this more than often. I just never made a video about it. But it was beautiful to watch. So I say this that, appreciate your life. Just appreciate your life. Appreciate it. Sometimes we focus so much on the negative, we don't realize how many positive things are actually going on in our life. Love God, because He definitely loves you. And with that said, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a lovely, beautiful, wonderful day. Peace!